In Pigtails. Katie Casey wasn't good at being a girl. At least not the kind of girl everyone thought she should be. Her clothing was crumpled. Her knitting was knotted. Her dancing was a disaster. Fundraising dance for the war effort, Friday, November 1942. And no matter how hard she tried, her heart just wasn't in home EC. But there was one thing Katie was good at. Baseball. Katie could catch any ball with any mitt with her eyes closed. She could hit any ball with any bat with one hand behind her back. She preferred sliding to sewing, batting to baking, and home runs to homecoming. Her parents were not at all pleased. Why not piano or painting? They pled. What good is baseball to a girl? But Katie wouldn't be swayed. She walked baseball. She walked baseball. She talked baseball. She even dreamed baseball. Really? Daughter, you really have to do this? Yeah. She went to the ballpark every chance she got. She loved the hot dogs and the peanuts. She loved shouting and singing, but most of all, she loved watching the professional players play ball. Sometimes she even imagined she was one of them. What a crazy woman. Yeah. Yeah. Woo! Team tryouts today, 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. Main field. All welcome. Every spring she showed up for Fairfield High team tryouts. And every spring she was turned away without even getting a try. Better stick to ballet, the boy said. What good is baseball to a girl? But baseball was starting to change. America was at war, and more of the country's boys, including the professional baseball players, were going off to fight. The fields were almost empty, and the fans were getting frantic. Even President Roosevelt was worried. What was a country without a national pastime? No one wanted to find out. Finally, Philip Wiggle, the owner of the Chicago Cubs, had an idea. If women can work in factories and even join the army, he said, why can't they play ball? Outrageous! Everyone said. Girls playing ball? No one will pay to see girls play ball. But Mr. Wiggles didn't listen. He sent out 30 scouts to find players for his Legion, the first and only girls' professional baseball league. The scouts searched high and low, near and far, and to be perfectly frank, they were flabbergasted by what they found. Dun dun dun. All over the country, girls were playing ball. Washington, Texas, California, Florida, Louisiana, New York. One of them was Katie Casey. Say, sister, said a scout when he saw her curved ball, how do you like to go to Chicago to try out for a real team? Would she? Would she? Katie didn't have to think twice. She went straight home and packed her bags, kissed her parents goodbye, and boarded the very next train. When she got to Wigglefield, she broke into a grin. There were hundreds of girls. There were farm girls and city girls, tall girls and short girls, girls from far away and girls from down the block. But no matter what they looked like or where they came from, they all had one thing in common. They all loved baseball. Katie had never felt so at home. Sign her up, said the coach of the Keystone Comets when he saw her swing. The All-American Girls Professional Baseball League was on its way. Wrigley Field, home of Chicago Cubs national tryouts, 1:30 today. Everyone was curious about the strange happenings at Wrigley Field. Unheard of, said one considered citizen. Girls don't like sports. It's certainly not ladylike, agreed another. Girls play baseball. It's offical. What good is baseball to a girl? Barely, the newspaper headlines. Blared the newspaper headlines. The league managers heard the talk, and their stomachs started to twitch. They knew their girls were ready to play ball, but maybe the country wasn't quite ready for their girls. Do girls play baseball? I don't like baseball. Do you? No way. I won't say it. No. Outrageous! The manager decided to launch an emergency champion to show the country how ladylike baseball could be. First, they designed special uniforms for the girls to wear. Dresses? Asked Katie, but she shrugged and put one on. After all, at least she was getting to play ball. The manager signed the teams up for charm school. Pinkies out, girls! Posture! Cried the teacher. Think swans! Finally, it was time for the big test. The girls were graceful, they were elegant, they were perfectly charming, and they were ready to play ball. Guys, this is how you really play ball. Make a difference. On opening day, 16 swan-like players emerged from each locker room and onto the field. Something wasn't right. Katie heard a giggling in the stands. It grew louder and louder. Careful, you might break a nail, girls! Somebody shouted. Players in pigtails? Roared the crowd. Is this a ballpark or a ballroom? Everyone laughed themselves silly until... This is so silly. The All-American Girls Professional Baseball League started to play, and they played by far the best ball any of them had ever played. By the bottom of the ninth, the score was Rockford Peaches 9, Costern Comet 6. The bases were loaded, and Katie Casey was at bat for the Comets. She stepped up to the plate and looked out at the stands. She'd been waiting her whole her life for this. The pitcher threw the ball, and Casey swung. Crack! The ball sailed up into the air. Casey took off running. It's a grand slam home run! Shouted the announcer. The crowd went wild, and Katie cheered right along with them because for once no one was asking what good baseball was to a girl. They were all too busy talking about how good girls were for baseball. Go Katie! Woo! You got us a home run! Woo! You're the best! A girl. Author's notes. We're not going to go through all of that. We hope that you enjoyed our reading today. It was kind of a long book, but I'm glad that you stayed tuned to hear me read. And this is Jonellis signing off on Star Sister. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. Bye!